Om Shanti. Adhyatmik Vishwa Vidyalay presents Bhagwat. Part 2. In the last episode, we saw how the first conspiracy of the conspirators failed. Now let's watch what happened next. Even after getting Kumari Konika remanded to Nari Niketan Itawa on the 7th of April 1998, the conspirators didn't sit quiet, because their aim was to eradicate the existence of Baba Virendra Dev Dikshit and the Adhyatmik Vishwa Vidyalay founded by him. This is why, this time, they directly aimed at Baba Virendra Dev Dikshit himself. Just like it is shown in the scriptures that Bhasmasur took a boon from Mahadev and chased Mahadev himself with the intent to burn him into ashes. Similarly, if we look into history, there have been so many cruel kings who in the greed for power tried to kill their own father. For example, Aurangzeb put his own father in jail in order to fulfill his ambitions. Exactly in the same way, the members of this opposition group were none other than the disciples of Baba Virendra Dev Dikshit himself. They took the divine knowledge from Baba and considered him to be their Alaukik father. They have even accepted this by writing a letter of faith. But after some time, they themselves wanted to become God. When their desire wasn't fulfilled, they plotted to remove Baba out of their way. Hence, to satisfy their evil intent, the conspirators colluded with the electricity department and the local police with the help of monetary and people power and attacked the Adhyatmik Vishwavidyalay at Kampil. Just like in ancient times, sages and saints performed yajna and demons created obstacles in them, similarly, on the 16th of April 1998, the police officers, who came as demons in the form of humans, suddenly attacked the Vidyalay, which was full of maidens and mothers who came from several states of India. It means, in spite of the fact that the Vidyalay had paid the electricity bill, the power supply was cut off at 9 am on the 16th of April 1998, and on the same day, in the afternoon, the police force from Kampil, Kayamganj and Shamshabad police stations, along with a truck full of PSC force, raided the Adhyatmik Vishwavidyalay without any prior notice under the false allegation of electricity theft. They came on the pretext that Baba had committed electricity theft. Kampil, a village situated in the Farrukhabad district of Uttar Pradesh, is such a pilgrimage place for which it is said, Kampila Sadrishan Tirth Nasti Bhumandale Kvichit. It means there is no other pilgrimage place like Kampil on this earth. In reality, this village is very important from historical and mythological viewpoint. It is shown in the scriptures that the Pandavas stayed in disguise in Kampil for a long time. It is believed that Draupadi, the daughter of King Drupad of Panchal Nagari, was born here. As this village is known as Adi Desh, Kampile is considered to be the pilgrimage center of knowledge and a sacred land. However, despite being a well-known pilgrimage place, there hasn't been much development here. 22 years ago, there wasn't any electricity meter in 99% of the houses in this village. In addition, an application requesting the installation of electricity meter placed with the electricity department by the Vidyalay, along with the up-to-date paid bills, stand as proofs even today. Nevertheless, the corrupt government police officers, who sold themselves out for easy money, didn't leave any stone unturned in implementing their plan to arrest Baba Virendra Dev Dikshit ji. They barged into the ashram without showing any warrant and charged with batons at the women, including the elderly and maidens. Baba Virendra Dev Dikshit belongs to a reputed Brahmin family. He has been truthful, religious and humanistic ever since his childhood. He was brought up at the village Kampil. He studied there and also worked as a teacher there. This is why he is called Panditji in the village even today. Today, along with being a well-versed scholar of Vedas and scriptures, Baba is also the highest Brahmin who has reached the pinnacle in spreading the light of spiritual knowledge in the world.
तो सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया। ये जो हम बोलते हैं ये सत्य सनातन धर्म का उद्घोषण है।
We say, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramaya. This is the proclamation of the true ancient religion.
कि कोई दुखी न हो।
It means nobody should be sorrowful.
सब सुखी हो जाए।
Everyone should be happy.
और बाबा हमको क्या सिखाते हैं?
And what does Baba teach us?
भल कोई कैसी भी आत्मा है।
No matter how a soul is.
क्या?
What?
दुखदाई है, सुखदाई है।
He may be sorrow-giving or joy-giving.
हमको पर्सनली दुख देने वाली है, निंदा करने वाली है, तो भी उसके प्रति शुभ भावना रखनी है कि अशुभ भावना रखनी है।
He may personally give us sorrow, defame us. Still, should you have good feelings for him or bad feelings? Students, good feelings.
तो बाबा का महामंत्र है।
Because it is Baba's great mantra.
दुख देंगे तो दुखी होके मरेंगे।
If you give sorrow, you will die sorrowful.
सुख देंगे तो सुखी होके मरेंगे।
If you give happiness, you will die happy.
अंतमते सुगते पाएंगे।
As are your final thoughts, so will be your destination.
दूसरों के प्रति सहानुभूति रखेंगे तो जन्म जन्मांतर तुमको सहानुभूति मिलेगी।
If you have compassion for others, you will get compassion in return for many births.
दूसरों के प्रति कल्याण की भावना रखेंगे संगम में तो जन्म जन्मांतर तुमको दूसरों से कल्याण की भावना मिलेगी।
In the confluence age, if you have feelings of bringing welfare to others, you will get feelings of welfare in return from others for many births.
जो कुछ दूसरों को देंगे वही तुमको जन्म जन्मांतर प्राप्ति होती रहेगी।
Whatever you give others, you will keep receiving the same in return for many births.
इसलिए दूसरे क्या करते हैं ये नहीं देखना।
This is why you shouldn't see what others do.
पर चिंतन नहीं करना है।
You shouldn't think about others.
क्या करना है?
What should you do?
स्वचिंतन, अपनी आत्मा का चिंतन करना है।
Swachintan, you should think about your soul. In the year 1998, Baba was 58 years old. Still, the police officers behaved so cruelly with him that no person, provided that he isn't stone-hearted, can stop himself from shedding a tear after watching this scene. Like tyrants, they dragged innocent Baba out of the house. Not just this, when the police mercilessly dragged Baba into the roadside gutter, his leg slipped into it and his pajama came off. Still they kept dragging him and threw him into the jeep. They insulted the aged Baba so much and took him along with them. Even animals wouldn't be treated so mercilessly, but the people who have become slaves to the British law behave worse than animals. And stating self-defense to be a crime, they consider it an obstruction in legal activities. During this investigation, some more innocent brothers of the Vidyalaya were beaten and arrested. Before raiding any religious place, many formalities are carried out, their evidences are kept, and every step is taken after due consideration. But on the contrary, here, the points worthy of being noted behind these cunning conspiracies were that, for an allegation like electricity theft, without giving any prior notice mentioning the time limit and penalty, a truck full of police suddenly reached the Vidyalaya to arrest just one person, as if they were about to arrest some dangerous criminal or bandit. Clearly it proves that these events were brought into action out of personal enmity and hatred harbored towards Baba Virendra Dev Dikshitji. Among the 10 conspirators, it was a CID constable from Delhi who was suspended by Kiran Bedi, namely Ashok Pahuja, who played the lead role in this evil act. He was in opposition of Baba since 1976. He had even used violence on Baba many a times. He kept visiting Kampil again and again during this case and troubled the mothers and maidens staying at the Vidyalaya over phone. To carry out all these misdeeds, Ashok Pahuja received full monetary support from the opposition group. However, controlling these 10 heads from behind the scenes is another gathering. They are seated on the hills of Mount Abu as bodily religious gurus intoxicated by power. Turning their supporters into pawns, they are constantly trying to suppress the truth of the Adhyatmik Vidyalaya since the year 1976 with the help of monetary and people power. They are giving millions of rupees to the government officers, black magicians and the media. It is because those religious gurus intoxicated by power want to preserve their short-lived respect and honor in the eyes of the world. The Pandavas and the Kauravas are shown in the scriptures as its remembrance. Dhritarashtra and his sons, the Kauravas, cunningly and unlawfully usurped the entire wealth and property of the Pandavas, the sons of Panda, and sent them into exile. Many conspiracies, one of which was the Laksha Grain, were executed against the Pandavas. Even history stands witness to the fact that India has been facing defeat because of such traitors. In jail, Baba was initially kept in the outer barrack with a gangster named Tiger, and the conspirators had given a bribe of 70,000 rupees to that gangster in order to murder Baba. But as the saying goes, nobody can kill the one whom God protects. The whole world may turn into his enemy, still they cannot harm him to the slightest extent. The chariot, whose charioteer is God himself, will be protected by him, come what may. It is very famous in the scriptures as well, that God himself was protecting Arjun as his charioteer. Tiger was about to murder Baba that night, but a police officer put Baba in an inner barrack that very day, and so Tiger's plans were foiled. The conspirators weren't able to murder Baba then, but they succeeded in blackening Baba's reputation in the society. Well, when time takes a bad turn, even dogs surround a lion, but dogs can do nothing but just bark. It is since then that the opposition group started defaming Baba with all their might through newspapers, magazines and media, so that Baba's image is totally ruined in the society. Nevertheless, the surprising fact is that despite such widespread defamation of Baba and Baba being in jail, students kept visiting the ashram incessantly from the country and abroad to benefit themselves from the Adhyatmic knowledge, and they even went to jail to meet Baba. Some of Baba's disciples proposed to release him from jail by paying a sum of money. But Baba Virendra Dev Dikshitji, who was following the path of truth, denied it, because he knew that ultimately truth will triumph. This is why Baba remained steadfast on the righteous path. He didn't even harbor feeling of grudges for his opponents, because wise people don't take insult and defamation to their heart. They keep moving ahead. It is also said in the Gita, not being disturbed by happiness or sorrow, benefit or harm, defeat or victory, and living in balance are the very signs of a saint, of a person with a stable intellect. Similarly, Baba Virendra Dev Dikshit ji kept moving ahead. Baba was insulted and defamed so much, but it never affected Baba. Finally, in response to the bail petition number 601/98, the Honorable Judge Bindra Prasad stated,
in these circumstances, there is apparently no evidence of electricity theft by Baba Virendra Dev Dikshit. Hence, the petitioner stands eligible to get the bail sanction.
However, the opposition group knew that a petty case like electricity theft won't be enough. This is why, by filing a case of electricity theft and a case of manhandling the police, they put Baba behind bars in Kampil police station. And along with that, they filed rape cases against him so that he would rot in jail his entire life. To know how Baba confronted those circumstances fearlessly and was released from jail, and how falsity had to bow before truth yet again, watch the upcoming episode.